Hello students, let us move on to the next interactions, commensalism and mutualism. In commensalism, let us take example, egret bird sitting on a cattle who is grazing in the grass. So why egret is sitting on the cattle? Cattle is neither under benefit nor under loss, but egret bird is always benefited because while moving in the grass, when the cattle moves in the grass, the insects will fly, which are there in the grass, they will fly. These are easily catched by these egret birds. So egret will get their nice food material and nice ride. So egret is fully benefited, cattle is neither under loss nor under benefit. Let us come to the next example, Ramora, a sucker fish, whose lower jaw is longer than the upper jaw, always attached to the shark below the head region along the ventral side using that adhesive sucker. Shark has upper jaw longer and lower jaw smaller. So wherever shark goes, Ramora will get the free ride. And when the shark eats the food, because of unequal jaws, most of the food items are dropped and these are caught by the lower jaw of the sucker fish or Ramora fish. This is how Ramora gets full benefit while the shark neither under benefit nor under loss. These are the two best examples of commensalism. Commensalism is a positive interaction between the species where one species neither under loss nor under benefit, but other species are fully benefited by the other. The best interaction in the nature is mutualism or symbiosis. Example 1, lichen, a phycobiont algae who is autotrophic, mycobiont fungi who is saprotrophic, both live together. Algae prepare the food and distribute to the fungi along with the ATP molecules, while fungi will decompose the organic matter and supply the source of mineral nutrients to the algae. So both live very happily in the nature. Second example is mycorrhiza. Fungi species belongs to glomus will form a mantle over the root surface. So here roots are protected from soil-borne infections. Moisture is retained for a longer time, plus the mycelia which covers the mantle can easily supply mineral nutrients, and the most important, in the drought condition, the roots are fully protected by the mycelia mantle. Some mycorrhiza will penetrate their mycelia into the cortex of the roots to supply mineral nutrients, and back they will take ATP molecules. Example number 3 is the pollinator and the flower growing on the plants. Pollinators are attracted towards the flowers for the bright color, and flowers will attract the insects by showing a nectar and the pollen grains. So here both pollinators and flower gets benefited because flowers are pollinated and the insects will get the reward from the flowering plants. Considering this, both plants and animals are in co-evolutionary process. The wasp, insect who enter the flower, lay the eggs at the base of the ovary. Because of this act, flower gets pollinated and these eggs which will hatch inside the flower, and the young ones are nourished by the floral parts. Thus, both are benefited by each other. There is one more example called as ants and the acacia tree. Acacia tree produce thorns, and these ants which will live inside the thorn. When herbivores comes to feed on the tender leaves of the acacia, these ants will attack on them. So ants will get the shelter from acacia, and in return plants will obtain the defensive role from the ants so that grazing animals not easily come near acacia tree. There is one more example given in the textbook in the last page under the heading sexual deceit. Mediterranean orchid. It is a epiphyte, produce flowers which will mimic the female bumblebees. Bumblebee is an insect. So male bumblebees are attracted towards the flowers which looks like female bumblebee, pseudo-copulates with these flowers, and meanwhile the flowers gets pollinated. This is how the plants are fooling the animals for the sake of pollination, and poor bumblebee is by pseudocopulation losing most of the energy. This is one best example of sexual deceit. With this, we have completed the topic organism and population. This topic in which you need to remember 4 levels, then 6 types of biomes, 4 major abiotic factors, 4 groups of organisms which are classified based on their response to abiotic factors, then population attributes along with adaptations in xeric and hydric condition, then population growth, factors affecting population growth models like exponential and logistic, and lastly the population interactions, positive as well as negative. With this, I'll conclude first topic in ecology, unit 10, organism and population. Thank you very much.